CataractCoach.com, we are celebrating 500 posts in a row for 500 days. And to celebrate that, I want to give some great advice to the young ophthalmologist to maximize your career success. And the first bit of advice, as you can tell by doing 500 of these posts in a row, is you've got to work hard, very hard. Remember, luck isn't just chance. Luck's created. The harder you work, the luckier you'll get. And that just means that nothing comes from just luck. It's all about the hard work. And you can work much harder than you think. And the more you work, the more you'll achieve. So keep that in mind. Some surgeons say, well, I'm training at a program that's not so great, or I'm here in this country or another place, and I don't have access. It's the horse, not the track, that wins the race. A great horse can race on any track. So yes, there are advantages to training at one program over another. But with enough hard work and determination and self-learning, like watching these videos, using other online resources, making use of colleagues and more senior doctors in your community, you can certainly learn just about anywhere. And that's a very important thing, especially when you meet more senior doctors who are willing to give young doctors a chance. And I think that's a very important thing. You'll have to be able to learn from everyone. Even now, I can learn something from any person I meet. And you got to keep that in mind. So even if you meet a surgeon who does things differently than you do, what you think is an older technique, keep an open mind. You may learn something. Maybe you can amalgamate those techniques into developing something new. There are always going to be some naysayers, some people who are haters. That's okay. You can ignore them. Even today, I get posts as comments on Cataract Coach that are absolutely terrible. But this is because people are insecure and they project that. So you ignore the haters. Again, keep up with new techniques and technologies. This is very important. The way you operate now, the way I do surgery now, is not the same way that I'm going to do it. In 5 or 10 years, things are going to change, things are going to evolve. If you just look at advances in certain fields, in corneal surgery, DSEC, DMEC, DULC, these things didn't exist. Cross-linking didn't exist just a decade ago. If we look at retina surgery, anti-VEGF medicines, OCT angiography, small gauge vitrectomy, these things didn't exist at all. So everything will keep advancing and keep changing, and it's up to you to make sure that you are on the cutting edge. Also remember, you will learn lots more in your practice than you did in your residency training. Your residency training was just a good basic building block or foundation for the rest of your career, but you'll learn far more in the first few years of practice than you did in all of your medical training combined. And finally, probably the most important thing is, remember to compete with yourself, not with others. I'm not in competition with any other surgeon. I'm in competition with myself. And that means I need to get better every case. Every week I need to be better. Just imagine if I could increase my surgical skill just 1% per week and compound that weekly. That's a humongous gain over the course of a year. And over the course of 5 or 10 years, it's just astounding. So your goal is to be better every single case, learn from every case. And the most important at the end of the day, give every patient your best. Give the treatment that you'd want to receive. Thank you again for 500 posts.